Today we're going to be going through a rotation of fragrances that's perfect for a beginner. These don't require a ton of thought, a ton of effort. You can rotate through these throughout the entire year and not really have too much trouble. So if you want a simple, stress-free start to a hobby like this, which has so many options and it can be easy to get overwhelmed, this is going to be a great video for you. And so I'll drop links to these down below if you want to check some out. But I want to get things kicked off with Montblanc Explorer. This is kind of that Creed Aventus DNA, which in and of itself is very popular, very versatile, great complement polar. However, actual Aventus is very expensive. Not everybody, especially beginners, are going to want to spend that type of money. You can pick up Explorer for right around $40 to $45 at discounters. And again, that's very important. If you're new, you should be shopping at discounters. There's a lot of big ones out there. You'll end up kind of finding your favorites as you kind of work through, but you want to avoid retail whenever you can, especially when you can save about half the money in this instance here. I mean, this stuff retails for around $80 or a little bit more. So anyway, this DNA is fantastic. A lot of bergamot, apple, ambroxan, woods, birch in this one. It's that typical Creed Aventus DNA. Smells great. It's a great option for you that you can wear any time of year, and people are going to love this stuff. Next up, we have Jimmy Choo Man Ice, which is going to be very similar to Dior Homme Cologne. Now, the Dior is around $80, $90, $100. This is every bit of $35 or so. So this DNA is focused on the citrus first and foremost. This is very fresh, very uplifting, very invigorating. It smells incredible in the high heat. And that's something that can give people trouble sometimes. Maybe you choose something to wear for the day when it's really hot outside and it ends up becoming kind of like an unpleasant experience because that particular scent is not holding up to the heat and it's getting a little bit annoying. It's something that's common. It can happen. Something like this will kind of give you less of an issue. And even scents like this can still start to break down and get a little bit too much when it's like super hot, you're in a heat wave. Sometimes it just isn't pleasant at all to wear something, right? But this is going to get you through most of the summer, no problem. And again, it beats spending that money on a Dior, especially when you're first starting out. So I really highly recommend Jimmy Choo Man Ice. Great stuff that, again, is a people pleaser. Everybody's going to love this and thinks it smells very pleasant. Now, this next one is a little bit more expensive. It's going to be around the $80 range or so. However, it's worth the investment. You know, you get a lot of versatility out of it. It's a soapy clean work scent. You can wear it all year round. Has great quality. It's PRADA L'Homme. Okay, so this one I would say is going to be one of your better options if you do want to really start investing in your collection. You want to start putting down a little bit more money. Now, this isn't anything crazy, to be fair. It gets much more expensive than this, right? Especially when you go into niche. But on the designer side of things, this is starting to get up there. So if you have the money laying around and you want to put it into something that is more premium, this is the way to go. If not, there are other options in this video and out there that you can look for. But I would say that PRADA L'Homme is a great investment for any guy, no matter if you're just starting out or if you have hundreds and hundreds of bottles already and you don't have this. I do recommend it. It's a great iris scent with a lot of neroli and musk and some woods as well, some citrus in here too. It's that soapy iris DNA, but brighter and fresher and again, more versatile. Not quite as daring as some of the other iris scents out there. And this one in particular, it does have a very premium, expensive, and high-end smell. And while it is going for around $80 or so, $90, something like that, it could smell more expensive than what it's actually going for. Great quality, great pickup. Next up, we have Polo Deep Blue Parfum going for right around $50 or so on discounters. This one hit that price pretty quickly on, not long after it was released. You could get it for a pretty good discount off of retail. Now, this is going to kind of fill the void of a blue ambroxan type of scent in this video. So, you know, you could also fill in Versace Dylan Blue, Dior Sauvage, or something like that if you wanted to. And those are great options, but I wanted to kick this one in instead. It's got mango in here, which I find to be interesting. There's C notes and, of course, that ambroxan, some other citrus going on. But I do like this one a lot because it's a different take on that DNA, and it's also a bit more affordable than at least some of the others. It's right in line with Dylan Blue, but it's about half the price of Sauvage, significantly more affordable than Bleu de Chanel and things of that nature. And so if you want a blue scent with a twist, I recommend Polo Deep Blue Parfum. Really nice stuff here. This next one's a little bit more expensive too. Again, you could dive in and pick up a bottle. You could get a smaller bottle. You could get a sample or whatever. You can try it out. But I think if you're going to be investing in a small group of scents and you want to rotate through them throughout the year, it would be worth it. You're getting your money's worth out of it. You're able to wear it. You're able to enjoy it. And this is kind of an interesting one because it might look like it's more suited for fall and winter time, and maybe it is. But you can still pull this one off in the slightly warmer months as well, especially indoors. It's not a problem. Armani Code Parfum. So I would say in general, the Armani Code DNA is pretty versatile, at least the original and the Eau de Parfum. Now you get into some of the discontinued ones like Profumo and Absolute. Those are much more sweet, fall and winter time only, at least for me. But the original Code DNA, all the lavender, the tonka, and everything like that, and following over into the Parfum, it does have a fresher structure, just with a little bit of a sweet powderiness from the tonka bean and also from the iris, which is a new note within the line added to the Parfum. Yeah, maybe I'm biased, but I do like iris. And with this one, it's not overbearing. It's not too strong. Similar to the style of the PRADA L'Homme Iris, it's more soapy and less lipsticky and sweet. And so I think that, again, really pushes home that versatility and the fact that you can just wear this one pretty much anytime you really feel like it. Maybe sometimes if you're going to be going out in the summer or something during a heat wave, might not be the best option for you, but it's the type of thing where if you are craving Armani Code Parfum one day, chances are on that day you can probably wear it and get away with it just fine. And I really like that level of versatility and just that level of carefree wearing experience. Okay, kind of following a similar trend, but with a completely different scent, we have Y Eau de Parfum Intense. So by that trend, I just mean if you feel like wearing it, you can pretty much pull it off. You know, who really wants to stress over what scent they're going to wear for the day, okay? And I'm sure we all do it, right? Especially as you start to accumulate a lot of bottles, right? You build up a big collection. You might start, oh man, should I wear this? Should I wear that? I do it. It's not fun, okay? But another factor about it is maybe you have scents that are more daring, more challenging, more situational specific. You can only wear it for certain times of the year, during certain periods, for certain events. And then you're sitting there really kind of thinking, okay, can I wear it for this time? Is it going to work? Is it going to not? It adds stress and it kind of takes away from it a little bit. But with the scents in this video, I was kind of trying to stay away from that. And this one follows that trend. You know, if you want to throw it on, you can spray it on and wear it, and you're going to be set up. Y Eau de Parfum Intense, it takes that sweet apple kind of sweetness, I guess, out of the Eau de Parfum and the Le Parfum, and instead they focus even more on the aromatics here. So they really amp up the sage, the lavender, the geranium. Now, I don't think they officially list off amberwood in this note breakdown, but it still does have that smell, very similar to Eau de Parfum and Le Parfum and the original Eau de Toilette, right? It still has that base, that structure, the kind of blue ambroxany thing going on. But again, a different approach, much more aromatic focus here, which I really like. Ultimately, it makes the Eau de Parfum Intense more mature, a little bit more refined. And because it takes out a lot of that sweetness, to me, it makes it a lot more versatile. The Eau de Parfum and the Le Parfum could get a bit cloying in the heat. You don't have to worry about that quite as much with this one. So again, you can just kind of spray it on whenever you want. This next one, or actually this last one, is going to be maybe a little bit more geared towards the cooler months in general, but that's kind of a broad term. When you think about the cooler times of the year, and of course it depends on where you live, that can be end of September into early May, really. I mean, depending on where you live, of course. People in Florida and California are laughing right now. It's warm all the time. But when you're not in those environments, you know, you have cool days, you have cool mornings, especially for a lot of the year. And so this is kind of something that you can wear during those times. It's AZZARO Wanted by Night. So to me, it smells very much like fall, very much like winter. The cinnamon, the tobacco, really give it that smell. But it also has a fruitiness quite a bit, which kind of gives it a little bit of a freshness. So where does that put this one? Well, again, it kind of puts it in the middle there. If it's cool outside, as long as it's not super, super scorching hot, you can wear this one. If the high is going to be 70 degrees and sunny, you can still get away with wearing this one. I mean, depending on what you're doing, that 70 can feel a little bit chilly, right? And so it just depends on a number of factors. I don't think it's worth beating yourself up over and stressing over. If it's a little bit cool outside, you can wear this one. You know, right now, it's probably not going to be the best choice for a lot of us, but we are moving pretty close into fall, and I think this one is perfect for that time of year. I encourage you to be on the lookout for this if you don't have a bottle yet, if you are new, because you can usually get it below retail. Now, for the longest time, it's been going out of stock on discounters. I don't know why. And so I would recommend to get on my mailing list at the first link down below and my texting list at the number down below. Just send any text to the number and you will be opted into both of those. Anytime something like this that's a little bit rare on discounters comes into stock, anytime a discontinued or hard to find fragrance comes into stock on discounters, anytime a big sale pops up, I send out a notification. So anything related to finding rare stuff, getting a good deal, or a big sale popping up, I will notify you. You will be the first to know. And that's been able to help so many people over the past going on a year since I started the lists. I was doing all of that mostly on my community tab, and I've kind of moved over mostly to the email and text so as not to spam my subscribers anymore. So you can opt in if you want, and if you don't want to, then you don't have to. It's optional, of course, but it's helped a lot of people. Dior Homme Parfum, the One Luminous Night, La Nuit Bleu Electrique, new releases below retail. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. I recommend it highly. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.